Everyone, this is Russell Brunson. Welcome to Funnel University. I'm so excited to have you guys here today, and we got a really cool episode today. So, if you have been watching us for the last little while, a couple months ago, we did a webinar talking about how to launch your own software company, also known as SaaS, S-A-A-S, Software as a Service. And since then, one of the big questions a lot of people have had, because a lot of you guys now are developing your own software, and the big question I keep getting is like, well, Russell, what funnel should I use to sell software? And so I want to tell you kind of a funny story first off. So when we first launched ClickFunnels, I probably told you guys this if you've been listening at all of my podcasts and stuff. The very first funnel we launched, it bombed. And the second funnel bombed. And the third bombed, fourth, fifth, and the sixth funnel finally took off. And so my goal for this episode is to shortcut your success if you are selling any kind of software. Now, most of the funnels I'm talking about, they will work for other types of businesses as well, so don't stress out if you're like, I don't have software yet. Think through the strategies and psychology, because it'll work for almost any business, okay? So that's number one. So I'm actually going to be going through 3 different SaaS funnels. One that's kind of a traditional one that is the one that was number 6 for us that blew ClickFunnels up, and one is one that we just created recently that's really, really cool. It's blending, like smushing together 2 or 3 funnel types into a super cool funnel, and it's awesome. So that's the game plan. You guys ready for that? All right, so I'm gonna start with the traditional SaaS. Now, this is the landing page of Shopper Approved, which Garrett and Scott, who are my partners in Software Secrets, this is the website that they've used to become Inc. 500 fastest growing company, and it's a traditional SaaS style website, okay? Now, I'm going to kind of tease them a little bit because this style website doesn't traditionally sell that well. In fact, we launched ClickFunnels. First thing I did, I looked at all the other SaaS style companies in the world, and they all have this type of thing. So I was like, sweet, that's way easier than building a funnel. So we just built that. And then we launched it, and it failed. And I realized really quickly that most people who are launching SaaS companies have no idea how to actually sell anything, okay? Now, a couple things. I do think that this style page is important for credibility within your industry, for what people are used to expecting. But this kind of page isn't going to make you a lot of money. Okay, so just kind of putting that out there. But the traditional, I'm going to show you guys this because this is one I think of the 3 funnels. This is one you need to have, because this is what, if you want to get PR, if you want to get on TV, if you want to get read by TechCrunch, these other companies like that, they want more traditional style things. So that's kind of what this is, a very traditional one. So if you look here, it's just basically you've got your logo, it's got your pricing page, why choose us, our services. Like kind of the core things that are there, and then you come over here, and this one's kind of cool because it breaks down like what kind of reviews are you trying to get: merchant reviews, product reviews, local reviews, and based on this, it pushes you to different things, right? So merchant reviews will take me to this page here, that then explains what merchant reviews are, and then goes through and kind of has a sales page to kind of sell it, right? So it's pushing you to different sales pages based on who you actually are and how you're going to use the product. If you come back here though, and you're like, oh, we're looking for local reviews. Then it talks about local reviews, and it pitches you a little bit differently because you're using a local thing. Okay, so it's kind of like a mini survey at the very beginning, just figuring out, and it's always pushing back to the risk-free trial. Okay, which is very traditional in most SaaS style companies. And so down here's just kind of the core things they would want if they're hiring a PR. Like, here's how many companies we use, and just kind of more traditional stuff that doesn't really sell that well, but does a good job of kind of explaining you, setting out your brand and things like that are important for some things, just not for selling people the first time. Long-term, branding is very, very important. Short-term, to get the initial customer to give you money, it's like not that important at all. In fact, it doesn't help very much. So, but that's why this is important, so people feel trust and faith. They keep using your service because it's like, wow, this is cool, okay? So I do like this one because this is it's a basic survey funnel tied, so it's kind of giving you the best of both worlds. You get the traditional branding, but you also have the ability to push people off to why they might use it and survey them off. So I'm gonna show you that first one here. So this is a traditional SaaS, D-I-T-I-O-N-A-L-A-A-S, okay? And traditional SaaS, again, it starts with typically a page here, and it's funny if you look at like how most SaaSes are nowadays. There's always like big blocky things with like different blocks of just like randomness. So this one I like how Garrett and Scott did theirs because again it's got the mini quiz here at the very top, and then based on which one you choose, it takes you to a different page that sells that. Based on what you said. Okay, and then here's the actual sales page, and all these then push to a trial. Trial. And if you come back here, and if we look at the trial page, then from there it pushes them on any of these free trial, which then pushes you to the order form. And they have their setup where so you can just sign up for 30-day trial, call and get a live sales demo, or request more information, which then emails, and I think that causes someone, they've got a little survey thing, so it's kind of a cool way as well. For them, they want to get people on a live demo, because they got a live demo, they try to sell higher ticket versions of the product. Okay, so all these then lead to an order form that take you to trial, demo, or request. Is how would you want to get started? How would you get started? It's actually really cool. Then based on there, live sales demo, this column, if they trial, it pushes here to an order form. And then here, now it's like a survey to get them signed up. Oh, this is cool. So a survey to make sure that you actually fit their criteria. Then you create your account from there. That's really cool, actually. And then here, request more information. This then sounds like a form for someone to call you and probably set up a demo. All right, so there is more your traditional SaaS model. And again, this has worked very, very well for these guys. They've been able to build a huge company with it. And one of the big reasons is because they lead with demo, but then when they actually get on the phone with someone, they're able to sell them bigger packages, so they have the higher ticket sales wrapped in as well. This is gonna be a theme throughout this. If you look at one of the biggest problems with traditional SaaS is you're pushing people in software. It's a trial. The problem is it's hard to, you go in the hole very deep, right? You gotta spend all the money to get the trial, and then you don't make your money for 2 or 3 months before you break even. That's why it's hard to scale companies without a lot of venture-backed funding. These guys will be able to do it bootstrap because they're not venture-backing it, but they can push the trial, but they get people on the phone to sell them yearly access at bigger price points, okay? Same thing here on my funnel. So that's funnel number 1, is traditional SaaS sales funnel, okay? Now I'm gonna take you guys to SaaS funnel number 2. So number 2 funnel over here, this is the one that became our winner. So this is a webinar registration page, very traditional Russell Brunson style webinar funnel, right? And this is the one that built ClickFunnels. Most of you guys probably came through this funnel one time or another to be part of ClickFunnels. So basically it was a webinar registration page. Now we had a couple of different things with this one. When we first launched our ClickFunnels, it was just a trial. So we were spending a lot of money to get a trial, and it was taking us a long time to break even. So then we switched to a webinar, where on the webinar we were selling year access. Back at the time, it was $1,000 for year access. We've obviously raised the prices a lot since then, but back then that's what we were doing. And we started doing the webinars, and what was cool is that we'd make a whole bunch of money, but then we didn't get more recurring income for an entire year. So it became more of a launch business. We kept launching it, and we lost all the recurring income we wanted. And so we're kind of frustrated. It's man, we want recurring income, but we need the cash to be able to pay for the ads and be able to pay joint venture partners and things like that. And finally, after one of our iterations, this came out, and this is the thing that built ClickFunnels what it is today. On the homepage, they register for the web class. Then on the thank you page, it says, hey, thanks for registering for the web class. Before you get started, the web class is starting in 15 minutes, whatever it is. I want you to go and get a free ClickFunnels account. Okay, you get 2 weeks free trial, it doesn't cost you anything. Go get a free account and play with it for a few minutes. Then jump on the webinar because I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. Okay, and that was the key. Because what happened is a lot of people will come on the webinar and they may not buy, but they see that the webinar educates them why they should use it. They makes them stick longer, but then they don't have to pay the full $1,000 at this point. And now for us it's $2,000, but they don't have to pay the full amount to actually use ClickFunnels. They can also get the trial here. So what we found was interesting is that for every single person who ends up buying on the webinar live, we get 3 people who stick from the trial. So probably 6 people that take the trial, and 3 that actually stick. So what's cool is we launched that way. In the end of year 1, this is about to redirect directly into the webinar. So I'll show you the page one more time so you can see it. It's me thanking them and telling them to get the free 2-week trial. And then when the clock hits 0, it redirects automatically to the webinar. But what happened if you fast forward a year into ClickFunnels, for every, I think we had 2,500 people that had bought the $1,000 version, and we had 7,500 people actively on continuity. So it ended up being over the year, for every 1 person that bought here, 3 people stuck here. And that's how we were able to win. Because we had the upfront money we needed from the webinar sales to be able to cover ad costs, pay affiliate partners, things like that. But we got the recurring from the thank you page that built up our MRR, our monthly recurring revenue, which is the key to SaaS businesses. And that little hybrid funnel right there was the key to growing and launching and scaling ClickFunnels. So that is the big secret, okay? And like I said, in 5 seconds, it's gonna redirect 4, 3, 2, so that gives them just enough time to go create their account, and they come back here and then redirects, boom, and then the web class actually starts.
Hey everyone, this is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you guys
there you are.
to today's webinar.
So I'm gonna mute this so you don't have to listen to the whole thing, but that's kind of how that process works, okay? So that's number 2. Okay, so let me map this out again. So this is the SaaS, Software as a Service webinar funnel. Okay, and this one starts right here with the webinar registration page. And And for me, it had a picture. We found really goofy pictures with a really curiosity-based headline. Converts the best, and then they register. If they register, taking a page that says, basically video of me thanking them. Thank you. And it says, get a free trial. So you get the free trial. Like I said, for every one person, and then from here, then they come over here and there's actually the webinar they end up on. So there's the actual webinar. Like I said, for every one person who buys through the webinar at $997, we get 3 people who stick at the trial at $97 a month. So 1 person here, 3 people here. And like I said, that's how we scaled ClickFunnels. Now what's been fun is since then we've worked with a lot of different SaaS companies to grow their company. It's the same thing we do. Sell like a year access or 6-month access for $1,000, use that to drive all the cash in, to acquire customers, and then use this, the thank you page to build recurring revenue. And what's cool is even if people watch the webinar they don't buy, because they saw the demo, they get excited about the product, they're more likely to stick on the membership afterwards. And so by using this, you get the best of both worlds. You get upfront cash from the hyperactive buyers. You get more buyers who stick longer and are better customers because of the webinar as well. So it kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone, which is awesome. All right, so there's the SaaS funnel. Now I'm gonna show you guys our new invention creation that's really, really cool. So I was trying to take a hybrid of some of these things, right? Like I like the traditional SaaS style websites. They look good, but the problem was like they don't sell as well. And then like I wanted to be able to show demos of what our software does better, but like ClickFunnels does so many things. It's like it becomes this huge like this just so many things. Like how can I look at all this stuff? There's so much stuff, right? So with that huge hybrid, and then I love just other funnels like product launch funnels and webinar, all these different things. So I was like, how about we blend all these things together and create a new type of SaaS funnel that basically is a demo funnel and like a product launch funnel wrapped into one. And that's where this one was born. So if you look at this page, it looks more like a typical product launch funnel. So you come in here and there is a video for each core feature inside ClickFunnels. So the first video is the editor. For us, the biggest pulling point for us in ClickFunnels is the editor, right? Where you can drag and drop and make your own pages. So the first video here is like, let me show you the Edison editor. And so there's a video here at the top, which is a really fun explainer video of me talking about how your tech guys have handcuffed you for life, but now you're free, and just a little explainer video explaining that. It shows how you can build funnels. And you scroll down here, and it's just very basic, like, let me show you how this works. And it wasn't super complex because it's not like tech documents, but it's like step 1, you pick a design. Step 2, you just drag and drop your logo. Step 3, so it's like, oh, that's how ClickFunnels works. This is actually really, really simple. And we just walk them step by step how quick it is to use the software, and then we push to go get a free trial. Okay, so that's the first video they'll get. Second video then goes to our next major feature, which is our funnel builder. So they watch the video, explainer video here, talking about what a funnel is, explaining that process and that concept to them. They come down here and it's like, hey, step 1, pick the funnel type you want. Step 2, then you do this. Step 3, then you can move the funnel around. Step 4. So this demo just kind of walks them through how to use that part of the software, the actual funnel building software. Okay, kind of at a higher level, but people can now see and be like, oh, cool, that's how ClickFunnels works. Go get a free trial. Okay, then the next day they get another email. And by the way, some of you guys are asking, like, how do they get into this funnel? So if you go right now to clickfunnels.com, I'll show you. Pull the incognito. So the way they get into this funnel is on like our more traditional SaaS. There's a button that says see a demo. Click see a demo, and they opt in, and then this is what takes them into this funnel. So they opt into the demo, boom, and then they're taken over here. Okay, so video number 2 is ClickFunnels Builder. Number 3 then is Actionetics, our third big product. Explainer video, explain what Actionetics is, boom, boom, boom. And it comes down, and again, very simple. Step 1, step 2, shows them exactly how simple it is to actually use Actionetics, and the end gives them free trial. And then the last day is Backpack, which is our affiliate platform. Same thing, we show them Backpack, demo video explaining how it works, explainer video, explaining the core concept, the strategy. Then down here, step 1, here's how you actually set the whole thing up. And it walks them through very simple, very easy, exactly how to use ClickFunnels, and then offers them, or Backpack, that offers them free trial. Okay, so this is like the product launch demo training funnel or something like that. So we'll call it that right now. So this is the SaaS PLF demo funnel. PLF stands product launch formula. So first things on the home page, there's a button that says, demo. Click on demo, it pops up, and they put in their email address for the demo. Then they're taken to a product launch style page. I got enough room here. Has the 4 videos on top, like a product launch style, PLF style launch. Then there is the video explaining the thing, and then there's like step 1, step 2, all the way down to the trial. Then if you look at the way it works, the video here is to teach the strategy of that feature, and then down here it breaks down like step 1, step 2, how to actually use it, and then pushes to a trial. Strategy explainer video. And the same thing over here. 1, 2. And that is the SaaS PLF demo funnel in action. And then all these, they push on that, takes them to the page over here, which then on the order form page, notice when they receive a version trial to take, it drops them down here. And then they have the ability to pay either monthly or annually, which is kind of a big SaaS thing. People like to do that, so you can get more upfront stuff as well. And then they've got that as well. So join today. My handwriting is horrible, I apologize. You got monthly and yearly. And there you go. So there you go, guys. That's the 3 SaaS funnels we've been using inside of ClickFunnels. First one is the more traditional SaaS. Number 2 is the webinar SaaS. And number 3 now is the product launch formula demo SaaS funnel. All 3 of them are amazing. They all work in tandem. You're probably asking, well, which one should I use? Well, I would say the first thing I would do, if it was me, if I'm just getting started, I would start with webinar funnel, because that's going to be your fastest way to get cash. Number 2, I would build a traditional funnel, so you got that credibility when someone shows up on the page. There's also a good sign-up process as well for the trials. In step 3, I do a product launch funnel, going through all the different features in your thing, breaking them out so people can see those at a higher level view without getting stressed out about all the details in between. And that, you guys, are the 3 SaaS funnels. Hope you guys love it. Hope that helps for any of your SaaS companies. Again, you can use these for other types of businesses as well, but this is how we use it to grow ClickFunnels and grow all of our SaaS companies. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys on next month's issue of Funnel U.